Hey y'all, just a little PSA before the video starts. I've been taking a bit of a step back from this channel for almost a month now. After making that paranormal ranking video, I've just been busy doing stuff outside of this channel, which is a lot for me. More specifically, me being cast in my first ever play that my college is presenting. So that's been a lot of fun, but also a lot of work as well. So yeah, I'll talk about it more, but maybe another day. Alright, on to the review. So, I finally saw the year-long awaited sequel to Wicked, titled Wicked for Good, which I kinda wish they would have just titled it Wicked Part 2. It's just more simple that way in my opinion. So, after seeing the first movie about a year ago, which at first I was not interested at all on how much I did not care about seeing that first movie, but out of social media's popular demand which finally pushed me to seeing this movie, I immediately fell in love with it, in a surprising manner. With the emotional tone being more emotional than what I was expecting, and me listening to the soundtrack non-stop. I loved it so much in fact that I saw it 5 times in total in the theater after its release. So you tell me that this movie was my new hyperfixation for like a few months. So I was really looking forward to seeing how this sequel concludes the story and how it all folds together by the end. I've heard prior to this sequel, which is also the second act of the original Broadway play, that is not as good as the first act, which made me a little skeptical at first, but I still had my expectations for the sequel and was hoping that I would still get as much enjoyment as I did with the first movie. So I went and saw it, and I definitely enjoyed a lot of stuff this sequel offered. Although, I do like the first movie a lot better, and as much as I did enjoy this sequel for what it is, there were things here and there that did hold back from being far from great. For one, again, this story is the retelling of the entire second act of the original Broadway musical, and the way that they adapted this from its source material, which I wouldn't know since I've never actually seen the original musical, the story for this one feels a little bit disconnected and didn't really flow together as well as the first movie. If anything, I feel like this movie relies on a lot of subplots which didn't really feel resolved as much, and it did make the pacing just feel a little off. The whole Dorothy/Wizard of Oz subplot felt rushed, and I feel like it just didn't really matter as much as the story was still the main focal point for this movie. So as a result, I thought it was cool to see this little origin backstory of all of the OG Wizard of Oz characters on screen, kinda, even though we don't really see Dorothy. Since I did watch the 1939 film for the first time, not that long ago, I just feel like it was done a little too fast to the point where I kinda forgot about it afterwards. But other than those minor complaints I had, I wasn't really disappointed by this movie than everyone else was. I still find everything that the first movie did was still implicated to this sequel, by a bit of a lower degree. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo both still stand out in this movie, and whenever Cynthia Erivo has a scene whenever she's singing or just has a serious moment, she just gives an uplifting effect on me whenever she steals the show. And when I mention just her singing voice, it just has me ascending every time. Like, this is me whenever she sings on screen. And I think the other characters have more time to shine in here than the last movie in my opinion. More so with Nessa Rose and Buck. I don't know, I just feel like they were both more established here than the last movie in a way that I was really satisfied with. And they have some of the most intense moments in the movie, and I really like it. While I do like the songs in this one as well, it just didn't really have a moment in it like how the last movie had a big moment. You know, like their own Defying Gravity moment. But they were still a lot of fun to listen to, and it made me smile. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about this one, actually. Overall, I really liked it. Even though it is not as good as the first one, it doesn't make it bad by any means. I still had a lot of enjoyment out of it, and there were some emotional moments in it. But to add that I also had a lot of fun with this little era for both of these Wicked movies. There was something new that I did not expect to invest as much as I did, and I'm glad I got to experience these movies throughout both of their releases. So yeah, I'm giving Wicked for Good a 7.5 out of 10. But as for my experience for this whole Wicked era, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I just had a lot of fun, and I'm gonna miss it. Alright, now I have some friends that would also like to give their thoughts on the movie, so here it goes.
Wicked for Good is such an amazing movie. Before you watch Wicked for Good, make sure to watch Wicked Part 1. When I watched part one, the day of Wicked Part Two came out, Wicked for Good. When I watched it, you get to see like the friendship they have. You get to see of how impactful they have on each other. You get to see of why the movie is called Wicked for Good. Because in the end, especially in the end, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna spoil it for the people that have not watched it, but for the people that have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And there's this creative shot that they did. Oh my god, amazing. That one shot where they had two people on a split screen was so creative. I actually really love that because you get to see the raw emotion in that moment. You get to see of how they reacted. You get to see of like, like it's just so impactful. So many political things going on in the movie as well. You could also compare that to how nowadays, not gonna spoil it, but Nessa, what she did with Bach was completely so wicked. And you could easily compare that to nowadays, especially in this one scene when they took out this Munchkin family out of the train. So many things happens in the movie. So yeah, just amazing movie. Like it's such a good time to release this movie, especially how everything is nowadays. Amazing movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it because but make sure before you do watch it, make sure that you rewatch the first movie because it will hit different. It will hit so much different. I cried so bad. Literally my both eyeballs could feel the freaking pools. Like it was and then I also rewatched it. Like so good. I had to rewatch it. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. You will not regret it.
Okay, so first of all, I was really hyped for this movie. Like, I couldn't wait. And I had really high expectations. And unfortunately, I don't think it really lived up to them. Okay, like, first of all, it felt longer than the first one, even though the first one was like 30 minutes longer. Like, I think I only checked the time once during the first one. And this time, I checked the time like at least 4 times. I think I was like getting bored. I don't know. The plot just felt like so rushed and messy. Like it had really weird cuts that didn't feel connected. It just felt like it was moving from scene to scene, but at the same time it felt really like rushed. Like I don't know, the plot was very clunky to me. I thought Jeff Goldblum was hilarious. I thought everyone did really good actually, like performance wise, except for Michelle Yeoh. Like I don't know, her singing was like not very good, and it just didn't seem like she wanted to be there. It seemed like she didn't really care. I don't know. Everyone else was pretty good. I feel like the songs weren't as catchy for this one either. Like the only one that kind of got stuck in my head was the duet, the "As Long as You're Mine" song. Like I was humming it a little, like as the movie went on. But even like by the time it ended, I forgot how the song went. I didn't really care for the other songs honestly, other than the ones that were already in the trailer. But that's because like I had already heard those parts so many times. And I got really like choked up when it was building up to For Good, like towards the end. I got really choked up. Like I cried a little bit and I thought it was gonna destroy me, but then they kept singing and the feeling just kind of went away. I don't know, it like died down. I thought the song was gonna be better, like it was gonna pack more of a punch, but I don't know, they just kept singing it. It just didn't really hit for me. It was a good song, but I didn't really think about it after. I don't know. And I don't know, maybe it's because I had higher expectations because I love the first one so much. So I was like, oh, this one's gonna be so good too since I love the first one. But I didn't love it. Like I kind of liked it coming out. I was like, I don't know what to think, but it was still good. And I think I gave it a 7 out of 10 originally. Like the more time passes by and the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't even know if I really liked it much. Like my opinion just keeps getting worse. Like I think I gave it a 7 out of 10 originally, but now it's like a 6 out of 10. I don't know, I need to watch it again, but it's definitely not as good as the first one.